Hey everybody, the purpose of this video is to review what we've been doing in class with subtraction using integer tiles. Alright. Okay, so let's start with 5 minus negative 2. Okay, step 1 tells us we build the first number. Okay, well I'm just going to build 5 positives. Okay, step 2 says remove the second number, so we're removing negative 2. Well, I don't have any negatives here, but what I can do is I can add a 0 pair and another 0 pair so that I have 2 negatives to take away. And remember, we didn't change our starting value. We still have 5 positives. We just have some zeros with it. And that works because 5 and 0 is still 5. Okay, but now what we did is we gave ourselves 2 negatives to remove, and then we just count up what's left. And you'll see we have 7 positive tiles remaining. Let's try another one. Okay, let's say we have negative 6 minus negative 3. We build our first number. Okay, we remove 3 negatives. Well, this one's easy because we have enough to remove. And what's left here is negative 3. Let's see what happens when we have something like this. Let's do 15 minus negative 2. Okay, again, build your first number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now I'm taking away negative 2. I don't have negative 2 on here, so I'm going to add a 0 pair and another 0 pair. Now I can take away my 2 negatives, and then we count up what's left. And you'll see here, if you count these up, you'll have 17 positives. Sometimes you'll run into problems where you're starting with 0, like 0 minus 3. Okay, in this case, we know we're starting with 0, and then we have to take away 3. We don't have anything to start with, so how can we take it away? Well, remember, you can always represent 0 by using a neutral field. Okay, it's the same number of positives and negatives. Now, maybe you didn't know how many to start with in your neutral field. Maybe you wanted to start with 5 0 pairs. It's not going to change your answer at all. Okay, as long as you start with 0 and then you remove 3 positives. Okay, so I'm going to take away 3 of them. And then I'm going to look at what's left and cancel out any zeros I still have. So there's a 0, there's a 0, and I've got negative 3 left over. I want you guys to see here how 0 minus 3 is different than 0 minus negative 3. Here, make sure we're looking at the right thing here. Okay, so 0 minus negative 3, we're still starting with 0. This time I'm just going, well, I guess I'll start with 5 0 pairs just because. This time I'm removing 3 negatives. So this time I'm taking these 3 away. Ignore any 0 pairs that are left and count up 3 positives. So 0 minus 3 is negative 3. 0 minus negative 3 is a positive 3. Let's try one of these. Negative 6 minus, I don't know, 4. Alright, build the first number. We're building negative 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just removing 4 here. We don't have 4 to take away, so what we need to do is put on some 0 pairs. How many? Well, I would use 4 so that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 positives that we can remove. Okay, now we circle and remove 4 positives and count up what's left. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 negatives. So negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10. Alright, I'd like you to try a few by yourself here. Try these and see how you do. And come back and check with me in a sec. Alright, let's check and see how you did. So for number 1, I've got 6 negatives, and I'm taking away 7 negatives. I didn't have enough, so I added a neutral field. And take that away, and I'm left with 1 positive. For number 2, I've got 5. minus negative 6. Again, I don't have it, so I'm adding 6 0 pairs. 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I can remove these 6 negatives. Kind of messy there. And then count up what's left, and you'll get 11. For 0 minus 4, I've got 0, which I'm representing using 4 0 pairs. And I'm taking away 4 positives. And what's left is negative 4. And finally at the bottom we've got negative 4. Now we're taking away 2, which we don't have, so we're going to add some 0 pairs so that we have 2 negatives to remove, and we're left with negative 6. Okay, hope this helped kind of freshen up on what we've been doing in class. Please come and see me though if you have more questions on it. Thanks!